We've probably had enough fun with this camera now. Today we're going to try to make some sort of rainbow LED light. RGB light? Yeah. So this is a special LED. It's basically 3 LEDs in one. Step number 1, I need to find it. Is it this thing? This is an infrared receiver, so we don't need that. There's a white LED, it's probably that one. So all we're doing in this project is we are linking up this little LED to the controller, and we are manually controlling the intensity of each LED diode within this. So we're manually controlling the level of blue, the level of red, and the level of green, because different intensities of each color will produce a different outcome. So it's actually a really simple project, but I say that every time and then it ends up taking hours. Okay, we need the 220 ohm resistors. I could be wrong, but I don't think I've actually used any yet. Oh, I have used one, and I'm not going to bother trying to find it. Or should I? You know what, I'll try to find it. This one. So now I just need 2 more. These wires look like they're starting to rust. Then we need male to male wires. Alright, that's it. So, this LED has a common positive... Huh? The long pin, okay, the long pin is the common port, and then the one on the left and the 2 on the right, they will control the different colors, red, green and blue. So when you look at this part of the diagram, really doesn't matter where it goes. Yeah, it can go over here, or it can go at the end of the board, go right next to the extension board, and go really anywhere, as long as the relevant connections are made. And each of these sort of columns of holes are common connections. So when you look at these 2 components, they are connected because they are sharing the one column. I'm going to say this yellow wire is the common pin that they were talking about before. So judging by this, it is going to be a 3 volt LED. That's 3 volts positive on this row. I'm going to try to separate this thing like a divorce. Resistors are non-polarized, so it doesn't matter which direction they go. And then the positive pin gets connected to 3 volt positive. And it can go anywhere along here. I should have color coded these, blue, green and red. You know what, I will. So apparently the connection on the right with the resistor is the blue diode, which gets connected to number 4 on the board. Red is number 15, and it's the first one over here. And then green is 2. I think that looks alright. Let's plug it in. I don't know if I should plug it in. Maybe I'm going to temporarily disconnect the positive so that the LED is not getting power when I plug it into the computer. I just want to make sure the coding is correct before I power it on. Alright, Arduino. The following is the program code. That's pretty easy. Board, ESP32 WROVER. Is that what I need to do? Yeah, and then port, COM4, go. I always seem to get errors. Let's try to actually make sense of this. Yeah, you basically boom. Oh my goodness. That is definitely a success. Let's turn up this ISO. Look at that. That is honestly pretty cool. I'd like to figure out a way to sort of manually adjust that on the fly. Use 3 knobs. I can't be bothered doing 3 knobs. Joystick, nah. That looks good. So we're going to try. We are going to try to manually control this light with 1 potentiometer, just by sweeping it through a sort of range of values. So we need was it a 10K resistor? Is this 10K? It's 10K. We need some of those male to females. So the wiper, what is the wiper? So the middle is the wiper. I really wish these connected, but they don't really want to. So the wiper goes to number 34. So let's go GPIO number 34. And this is going to go to the wiper. And then these side pins, I don't know if it matters which side of the potentiometer goes to 3 volt and which one goes to ground. Okay. And then the side pins go to 3-volt positive, and the other side goes to ground anyway, which I will just put over here. So that should be it. Let's copy that code that it spat out for me for free. Paste it. I'm going to get rid of the positive because I don't want to spoil the surprise. Alright, it's writing the code and it's resetting. Let's unplug it, plug in the LED positive terminal. So now it has power. Is it party time? Are we going to celebrate first try? It's green. Oh my goodness. That is unbelievable. Now that is actually awesome. This is the coolest thing I've made. So interestingly, you can actually see the individual changes that the 3 diodes are making as I move the potentiometer. Now, one thing I'm not sure of is how those changes are actually occurring.
Allow me to interrupt. The LED used in this project actually contains 3 separate diodes, red, green and blue. By adjusting the intensity of each diode using PWM, we can create a wide range of different colors. So how do we change the intensity of each color? That's where PWM comes in. All 3 diodes are currently off. Now all 3 diodes are turned on. Watch as the blue diode begins to flicker, gradually reducing its intensity. This shifts the overall light more towards yellow. The frequency of the flickering isn't changing, only the duty cycle. That means the light is still flickering at the same speed, but the amount of time it stays on during each cycle is being adjusted. Listen to this sound. The frequency is 1 Hz, 1 cycle per second. We can shorten the duration of the sound while keeping the frequency the same. Now, back to the diodes. Once the blue light is completely off, we're left with yellow. Let's start with all the diodes off, and then slowly turn on the green diode, not by changing the voltage, but by adjusting the duty cycle. As the light spends more of each cycle turned on, its intensity increases. Now start flickering the blue diode on and off. You'll see the color shift as green mixes with an increasing amount of blue. Increase the intensity of the red diode and we start to shift towards white because combining red, green and blue light together produces white.
This went really smoothly. So I've had a few comments saying that I really should learn the fundamentals with coding. I will get around to it. I just have a lot of things on my plate at the moment. I've been promoted to manager. I'm currently completing my last 2 subjects in university. I'm also chronically sleep deprived because I have multiple strains of sleep apnea. Good fun.